Greetings guys, my name is Thubalami, BTech CSE student. So today I'm going to be showing you about an app that we made, Blinkit. So let me type the name, make it bold. Blinkit app. So the Blinkit app, how it functions, so I'm going to first show you the overview of how the app functions. So we have our customer, so let me place the customer. So we have our customer. So this customer, what happens is that the customer gets the app, customer. So when the customer gets the app, then the app gets to link the customer. So first we link the customer to the app. We link the customer to the app. So we can put uses. So customer uses the app, and then what happens is the app links the customer to our product line. So let's make the link. So Blinkit app links customer to the product line. So product line being where the customer will be viewing the products. The customer will be viewing the products that they want. So let's place it there. Product line. Right. So the product line, then that's where the customer will be viewing the items that they need, the grocery items. Now the product line that's connected is connected directly to the warehouse where the products will be. So warehouse directly connected first. It's directly connected. Make it there, right. And then so say product line is directly connected to the warehouse. So let's put it other side and then connect that. Yes, right. So let's take for the warehouse, since the product line is directly connected to the warehouse where most of the items will be, right. So we place it there, take the rectangle, place it there, right. So we have the warehouse. Right. So connect it. Right. So the warehouse is directly connected to the product line. So our customer uses the Blinkit app, which links the customer to the product line, and then which is directly connected to the warehouse. Right. So now what happens is the customer places the order. So customer places. So let's make the arrow there, and then places the order, makes the order. When the customer makes an order, so we add another entity, order, which is the main entity here, having its other attributes. Right, so customer makes an order, and then the order gets linked to the product. So the order specifically gets the product, another main entity here. So we put the product. Right. So the order is linked to the product because the order is what gets the product. So we link it to the product. Let's link it there. Okay. Right. So directly connected because the order is what gets the product. So when the customer makes the order, then we get the product. Connected. Right. Then now the product line where the products will be is connected to the product. So let's link the two. Right. So the product line is connected to the product. So the product, when it comes from the warehouse, it gets sent. So let me write sent to the product. When the customer makes the order, directly connected to the product, then it gets sent from the warehouse to the product line, then the products get there. Right. Okay, so this is so far the overview of how it is. Right, then now the product has to be delivered to the customer, so we will need someone to deliver the product. So let's add delivery partner, place it there for proper viewing. Right, scalability. So we have our delivery partner. Right, so our delivery partner gets the product which has been sent from the warehouse. So let's connect. So the product which has been sent from the warehouse goes to our delivery partner, which is the main entity here, has its own attributes which we'll begin to discuss a short while after this. So the product gets sent to our delivery partner. Right. So our delivery partner has many agents. So since I said we'll discuss it later, so let's add a few about the main agent. So they will have to send at least one agent. So we have the delivery agent being sent by our delivery partners. So one agent will be assigned the order. Then the agent is the one who will deliver it to the customer. So first let's put it there. Okay, so delivery partner sends. So let's change that. Yes. Okay. So our delivery partner sends. So our delivery partner sends a delivery agent. Then let's connect. The delivery agent is the one who then delivers the order to the customer. So let's connect it to the customer. Right, so the delivery agent delivers the product. So the delivery agent delivers the product to our customer. So this is the overview of the ER diagram, which I'll begin to explain in a short while. So we'll go to SQL draw, and then I'll begin to explain the ER diagram, how we're going to have other attributes. Right, so back to SQL diagram. So this is SQL draw. We have the app interface. Right, and then we have the customer. So let's add the customer. We have the customer. So the customer, we said, uses the app. Let's put the relationship. Use that for relationships. Let me put it there. Right. Uses. Change the size to small, medium, large. Okay, adjust it. Okay. So the customer uses. Okay. Okay. Okay, no problems. We'll correct that. Let me just connect it to the app interface, and then we'll see how I can make it correct it. No worries. So connect it to the app interface. Okay, that's better. Correct it. Right, so we said the customer uses the app interface, which links here the customer to the other things. But now we see that the customer has its own attributes, right? Attributes. So customer being the main entity, to have attributes. So we add the attributes. Okay, connect it. So the first attribute of the customer will be our customer ID. So the first attribute will be the customer ID. Let's add another attribute. Our second attribute will be the customer name, the name of the customer. Add it, customer name. Right. So the customer name is a multi-valued entity. So since it's a multi-valued entity, let me adjust it. It will have other attributes. So attributes like first name, last name. So let me begin to add other attributes that are the sub-attributes of the main entity customer name. So remove that, edit customer name. So last name, okay, and then add another one, first name, right. Then we connect all of them to the customer name, right? Connect. So last name, and then we have the customer name being connected to the customer, right? So let me begin to add other attributes that the customer will have. Delete that. Okay, so we have the payment details that the customer makes. Right, another one. So we have the phone number of the customer. Link it up. Get another link over there. Up. Okay, so these are the attributes of the main entity customer. Right, so you can add another one, like customer address. Address of the customer. Right, so address is also a multi-valued entity. So let me connect it. So it will have its attributes. So let me add other attributes of address. Okay, let me try and move it to the other side. Alright, let's move it. Move our screen. Okay. Right, let me add there. Okay. Right, so we have the country of the customer, which is from the address, which is linked to the address. We also have the state where the customer is staying. Let's add state. Link it out. So add state. That's the state where the customer is staying. So under address we can also have city. Add city. The city where the customer is staying. So these are all the attributes of address. So since we said address is a multi-valued entity, right? So we have a customer using the app interface. So the customer is to place the order. When the customer places the order, then it will get the order will then get delivered. So let's put the relationship that happens. So the customer, the there. Okay, so the customer places adjust it. Right, so the customer places the order. So when the customer places the order, then we have another entity which will be order, will be our main entity. So let's connect it to order. So we have our entity order. Let's add, duplicate it. Okay, let's move that. Do. Okay, I'm trying to duplicate that one, put it there. Right, and then let's remove, clear text. Right, so we have a main entity order. So the customer places the order. So when the customer places the order using our app, then we have its own attributes, right? So let's add the attributes of the order. This is the order. Being a main entity, we have its own attribute. So let's add the attributes of order. So the first one will be OrderID. Let's add another one. We have, okay, let me undo that. Undo. Right. Let's put it closer. Right. So we will have another attribute of the order being the delivery date. And have the delivery date, the date when the order will be delivered. Put it closer, get up to the order attribute there. Right, add another one, another attribute. So another attribute will be the status of the order, status of the order, to show if the order is has been delivered or not, or the proceedings. So let's add another attribute. The customer details. So let me wrap up the ER diagram, then I will begin to explain it. So we are done with the diagram. Right, so this is our ER diagram. So we said the customer places the order through the app interface, right, and then through the app interface gives the customer access to the product line, which is directly connected to the warehouse. The warehouse supplies to the product line, which has the product. So now we'll start explaining about the product. So the product has other attributes being MRP, the price, product name, and then we have the product description, product ID, product line ID. So now we see that the product has product line ID. So product line ID is also there in the product line. So we see this is a foreign key which belongs to the product line, which we use to access the product line. So in this side it comes to be a foreign key since it is a primary key in the product line. So the product then has the order, then the order gets sent to the delivery partner, right? So looking at the order has the track ID, the delivery rate, the customer ID, the shipped date, the status of the order, right? So the order gets sent to our delivery partner. So our delivery partner has the ID of the delivery partner, the company name, the office address, the office contacts. So the office address also has its own attributes. So in this diagram I decided not to edit because it was going to be way more complex, right? So the delivery partner has delivery agents, many delivery agents. So those delivery agents have their agent contacts and their agent ID. That's how we separate them, right? So we see that the agent ID is a primary key, which is it should not be now, but it should be there, right? So that's our primary key there, right? Then the delivery partner assigns the order or the product to the delivery agent. So the delivery agent is the one who then, let's move it up, the delivery agent is the one who then delivers the order to the customer. So the delivery agent has the agent name, same, the agent name will have the last name and the first name, so that will be there. And then the delivery agent will also have the agent ID, which is linked to the delivery partner, so the delivery partner can know the agent through their agent ID, which is in this case a primary key, right? So delivery agent will have the customer details. So the customer details, these are now the foreign key, which is a primary key in the customer, but is a foreign key here, and the customer details gives the delivery agent which details he needs to deliver, where he needs to deliver the details. So customer ID, customer name, right? Then the agent delivers the product to the customer. So when the agent goes and delivers the product to the customer, then the customer has received the product. So this is the whole ER diagram for Blinkit, our app that we designed for making online shopping and shopping of online things like household materials and other food items. So this is the overview of the ER diagram. I hope this study was educative enough to you. If you have any other queries or you have any other questions, I'll send the link to my LinkedIn profile. You can access also the PPT where we wrote everything. And if you have any other further questions, feel free to reach out. I'll be available.